Welcome, seekers of ancient wisdom, to a journey that transcends time and tradition. Today, we unlock a secret hidden in plain sight, a truth that transforms the everyday into the extraordinary. Imagine an age when even the simplest herb wielded divine power for protection, healing, and spiritual fortitude. In this video, we reveal how garlic, a humble clove, becomes a potent emblem of celestial grace and mystic wonder. As we embark on this mystical adventure, I invite you to engage with us. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. And be sure to spread the word by sharing this video with fellow seekers who are eager to uncover ancient truths that continue to resonate today. Open your heart and mind as we uncover the hidden biblical truth about garlic's spiritual power, and together, let's rediscover a sacred legacy that connects us all. Imagine a time when twilight draped the world in mystery, when the heavens blushed with the soft glow of the setting sun, and the first stars timidly appeared. In this enchanted era, prophets walked among everyday mortals, and every whisper of the wind carried secrets of the divine. It was during these magical moments that an extraordinary revelation was destined to emerge. It was a time when nature itself spoke in symbols, and even the most unassuming elements of the earth carried a resonance that transcended the physical realm. In a remote candlelit chamber nestled within the crumbling walls of a forgotten temple, a venerable sage sat in quiet contemplation. His eyes, deep and knowing, had witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the ebb and flow of countless lives, and the subtle interplay between the sacred and the profane. Amid the soft crackle of the flames and the gentle murmur of ancient chants, his gaze fell upon a humble clove of garlic, resting on a time-worn altar. To the untrained eye, it was merely a common herb, its pungent aroma a reminder of kitchens and everyday meals. Yet to the sage it shimmered with a hidden brilliance, a luminous spark of eternal wisdom and power. He observed the garlic's layers as if they were delicate scrolls, each one inscribed with the cryptic language of life itself. In those spiraling layers, the sage perceived the essence of vitality and resilience, a concentrated force echoing the pulse of creation. It was as though every fold encapsulated a fragment of the divine, a secret narrative of protection, purification, and healing that had been woven into the fabric of existence since time immemorial. This was no ordinary plant. It was a vessel of spiritual energy, a natural talisman crafted by the Creator to shield and rejuvenate the soul. In that hallowed moment, the sage felt an overwhelming surge of inspiration. The garlic, with its modest exterior, challenged the long-held assumptions of its role in the mundane world. It beckoned him to look beyond its culinary uses and to explore its deeper, more profound significance. The pungent aroma that filled the room became a symphony of ancient echoes, a call to embark on a journey of discovery, to unearth the hidden layers of spiritual power that lay dormant in nature's simplest gifts. Thus began a quest not merely to understand, but to celebrate the divine interplay between the earthly and the spiritual. Have you ever wondered how a humble clove could hold such profound power? Stay with me as we uncover secrets that bridge the gap between the material and the mystical. He saw garlic as a symbol of life's enduring strength, a reminder that within the smallest of creations lies the vast potential for protection, renewal, and sanctity. In that quiet, candlelit sanctuary, as the shadows danced upon the ancient walls, the journey to reveal the hidden power of garlic was set into motion. A journey that would challenge modern conventions and inspire generations to rediscover the sacred wisdom of the natural world. Deep within the cryptic verses of sacred scriptures, subtle hints had always pointed toward a divine purpose for garlic, a purpose that transcended its earthly guise and reached into the realm of the divine. For those who approach these ancient texts with an open heart, the symbolism woven into every line revealed that garlic was far more than a mere culinary ingredient. It was a sacred emblem of protection and purification, a natural safeguard ordained by the Creator. In the quiet solitude of meditation, when the clamor of everyday life faded into silence, the prophet found himself drawn to the deeper layers of biblical allegory. It was during these moments of introspection that the hidden truth emerged. Garlic was not mentioned by chance. Its presence in the scriptures, often veiled in metaphor and subtle imagery, served as an enduring reminder of the constant battle between light and darkness. The pungent aroma of garlic, its sharp, penetrating scent, was seen as the very essence of divine fortification, a fragrant shield against the encroaching forces of corruption that sought to infiltrate the soul. As the prophet delved into the sacred texts, he noticed recurring themes that resonated with garlic's intrinsic qualities. In passages extolling divine protection, there was an undercurrent of imagery that paralleled the cleansing power of this humble herb. It was as if the ancient scribes, in their profound wisdom, had encoded a hidden message for those who dared to look beyond the literal. Garlic, with its layers that seemed to peel away not just its physical form but also the veils of spiritual obscurity, became a symbol of the dual nature of divine care, a care that nurtures both body and spirit. The scriptures whispered that garlic was meant to be a spiritual shield, a divine remedy against the forces of darkness that pervade the world. In this light, every clove became a testament to the Creator's ingenuity. It was a reminder that protection does not always come in the form of grand miracles. Sometimes, it is found in the quiet, everyday gifts of nature. The prophet perceived that the Creator had woven a layer of spiritual protection into the very fabric of garlic, an unassuming yet potent reminder of the ever-present battle between good and evil. To fully appreciate this biblical secret, one must consider the broader context of ancient spiritual practice. In many traditions, herbs and natural elements were revered for their power to purify and protect. Garlic, with its robust and assertive presence, was seen as a vital part of this sacred arsenal. Its use in rituals and healing ceremonies was not arbitrary. It was an intentional act of aligning oneself with the divine will, a way to harness the natural energies that shield the soul from negative influences. The scriptures, when read with a discerning eye, reveal that the seemingly mundane is imbued with extraordinary spiritual significance. In every mention, garlic stands as a silent yet eloquent advocate for the sanctity of life, a bulwark against the ever-present threat of spiritual decay. The biblical narratives, rich with allegorical depth, invite the faithful to see beyond the literal ingredients of their daily lives, encouraging a vision where even the simplest elements, like a clove of garlic, manifest divine wisdom to cleanse, protect, and rejuvenate the spirit. Thus, the revelation of garlic's biblical secret is a call to recognize the hidden layers of meaning in our world. It challenges us to open our hearts and minds to the possibility that every natural element carries within it a spark of the divine, a spark that, when nurtured, transforms our understanding of protection and purification. As we marvel at these hidden biblical secrets, our journey takes us further back in time. In the mists of ancient civilizations, the veneration of garlic emerged not merely as a culinary habit, but as a resounding hymn, a testament to its enduring power. Its journey began in an era when every element of nature was seen as a divine message, a tapestry woven by the Creator. The unpretentious bulb, with its layered secrets and robust aroma, quickly transcended its humble culinary origins to become a symbol of cosmic balance and sacred protection. In ancient Egypt, where the eternal Nile breathed life into a civilization of marvels, garlic was revered as a potent elixir of strength and endurance. The bustling marketplaces of cities like Thebes and Memphis overflowed with its scent, a constant reminder of nature's healing power. Priests and commoners alike held garlic in high esteem, as hieroglyphs and temple carvings illustrate its offering to the gods, a token of reverence and a plea for divine favor. In the dim light of temple sanctuaries, incense mingled with the aroma of crushed garlic, believed to ward off evil spirits and maintain the cosmic equilibrium between creation and destruction. Traveling eastward to Mesopotamia, garlic's legacy assumed an equally profound role. In the cradles of civilization, where the first written words were etched onto clay tablets, garlic was celebrated as both a medicinal marvel and a mystical safeguard. Ancient scribes chronicled its use in healing elixirs, charms, and incantations, rituals performed beneath towering ziggurats where humanity sought to connect with the divine. Its rich, loamy aroma carried prayers to the heavens, symbolizing the delicate balance between the mortal realm and mysterious forces beyond. In the intricate tapestry of Judaic traditions, garlic found a unique and deeply symbolic place. Within the labyrinthine passages of sacred scrolls and mystical teachings, it was interwoven with themes of protection and purification, capable of dispelling malevolent energies and shielding the faithful from spiritual harm. This belief was not isolated but part of a broader understanding that the natural world was imbued with divine sparks. In secret gatherings and whispered prayers, garlic became a tangible reminder that even the simplest gifts of the earth carried the promise of sacred intervention, a gentle yet resolute guardian against the encroaching shadows of despair. Across the vast expanses of time and geography, garlic's veneration weaved a common thread among diverse cultures. Whether in the solemn rituals of the Nile, the scholarly incantations of Mesopotamia, or the mystical meditations of Judaic lore, garlic emerged as a universal symbol of life's enduring resilience. Each culture, in its own eloquent way, enriched garlic's storied legacy by attributing to it qualities that bridged the physical and the spiritual. The herb was celebrated as a protector of the body and the soul, a natural force that harmonized the energies of the earthly realm with those of the divine. Thus, from the sun-drenched banks of the Nile to the ancient corridors of Mesopotamian temples, and into the sacred writings of Judaic tradition, garlic has been revered as a beacon of protection, a harbinger of balance, and an enduring testament to the wisdom of our ancestors. Its historical journey is not merely a chronicle of survival but a profound narrative of how nature, in its simplest forms, carries within it the power to connect us with the divine and to safeguard the very essence of life. Imagine a realm where the battlefield is not defined by clashing swords, but by the silent struggle between luminous forces and encroaching shadows. In these ethereal conflicts, garlic emerged as a potent and revered weapon, a natural talisman in the spiritual arsenal of the faithful. In the unseen dimensions where angels and demons wage their timeless war, every element of creation is imbued with a purpose. Ancient texts and oral traditions recount how the aroma of garlic, sharp and unyielding, could pierce through the veil of darkness, serving as a clarion call for divine protection. Believers of old understood that every whiff of garlic's scent carried the power to repel nefarious spirits and malevolent energies, much like a beacon that summoned the guardians of light to their aid. In practical terms, the use of garlic in spiritual warfare was both a ritual and a declaration of faith. Homes, temples, and sacred altars were often encircled with strands or clusters of garlic, meticulously arranged to form an impenetrable barrier against the forces of evil. This practice was akin to a knight donning a suit of armor before stepping onto the battlefield, a visible, yet profoundly symbolic manifestation of one's commitment to purity and divine safeguarding. As the garlic was positioned at doorways and windows, it served not only as a deterrent, but also as a reminder of the ever-present divine protection that enveloped the community. What set garlic apart in the context of spiritual warfare was its dual efficacy. Physically, its robust qualities were recognized as healing and sustaining. Spiritually, its essence was believed to embody the light of divine grace. The pungency of garlic was not considered a mere sensory experience but a deliberate signal to the universe, a declaration that the space it protected was sanctified and reserved for the benevolent forces of light. In times of spiritual strife, when negative energies threatened to overwhelm the soul, the ritualistic use of garlic acted as both a barrier and a purifier, cleansing the atmosphere and reaffirming the connection between the earthly realm and the divine. The metaphor of the knight in armor vividly captures this concept. Just as a warrior prepares for battle by encasing himself in protective gear, ancient practitioners prepared their sanctuaries by adorning them with garlic. This wasn't mere superstition. It was an ancient understanding that the material world and the spiritual realm are inextricably linked. The robust scent of garlic served as an ever-present reminder of the need for vigilance, a sensory cue that bolstered the resolve of the faithful, ensuring that the light of divine protection would never be extinguished by the darkness. Throughout the annals of history, stories abound of individuals who, in the face of overwhelming spiritual adversity, found solace and strength in invoking garlic's power. From the whispered prayers of solitary monks to the fervent declarations of community leaders, the use of garlic in spiritual defense has testified to nature's capacity to embody divine will. It is a legacy that transcends time, inviting us to see the sacred in the mundane and the power in the humble. In essence, garlic stands not merely as an herb, but as a symbol of steadfast resilience, a divine shield forged in the crucible of ancient spiritual warfare. Its aromatic presence reminds us that even the simplest natural gifts can wield the might of celestial forces, protecting and purifying the sanctuaries of the human soul. In ancient rituals, the act of purification was not merely a procedural formality. It was a profound transformative experience that prepared the heart and soul for communion with the divine. In ceremonies designed to cleanse both the material and spiritual realms, garlic emerged as an indispensable agent of renewal. Its powerful cleansing odor was more than just a sensory experience. It heralded purity and signaled that unclean forces were being banished. Before any sacred gathering or divine invocation, communities would assemble at the break of dawn, a time when the world itself seemed reborn. At the center of these rituals lay garlic, chosen for its potent ability to purify and sanctify. The process began with the careful selection of the freshest, most vibrant cloves, each seen as a microcosm of life's complexity. These cloves were meticulously prepared, crushed to release their sharp aroma or ground into a paste to maximize their purifying power. In many ceremonies, the essence of garlic was combined with other sacred herbs and resins, then burned as incense. Picture this: as the garlic-infused smoke rises in delicate spiraling tendrils, imagine it carrying away every ounce of negativity. Cue gentle, uplifting music and visuals of swirling incense. This mesmerizing transformation signals the banishment of unclean forces and the rebirth of hope. The very act of watching the smoke dance upward was both mesmerizing and symbolic, a visible manifestation of darkness being transformed into light. In this sacred smoke, the lingering remnants of despair were transmuted into hope and renewal. Beyond its role as incense, garlic was also used in the anointing of sacred objects and spaces. Its juice, rich with the concentrated essence of life, was anointed onto altars, doorways, and even the foreheads of the faithful. This act of anointment served as a tangible seal of protection, an invocation of divine favor that ensured the space was cleansed of impurity and ready to receive sacred blessings. Each drop of garlic's essence was a symbolic gesture, a declaration that only the purest energies were welcome in the sanctum of the human spirit. The impact of these purification rituals was profound. In the soft early light of dawn, as communities gathered to witness the transformation of their abodes, a palpable sense of renewal filled the air. Walls that had once been stained by the burdens of sorrow and doubt were now imbued with a sacred radiance. The cleansing power of garlic turned ordinary homes into sanctuaries of hope and divine grace, where every breath taken was a reminder of the Creator's endless mercy and protection. The dual nature of garlic's cleansing power, both literal and metaphorical, served as a constant reminder that the body and spirit must be purified to fully embrace the blessings of the Almighty. Just as the herb expelled negative energies from the physical space, it also symbolized the inner purification necessary for spiritual growth. In its layered structure, garlic represented the peeling away of the outer, often corrupted layers of the self, revealing the pure, unblemished core beneath. Thus, in every ritual and every sacred act of cleansing, garlic stood as a beacon of renewal and a testament to the ancient wisdom that the path to divine communion begins with the purification of both body and soul. Its timeless power continues to inspire and remind us that the journey towards spiritual sanctity is achieved through the cleansing of all that is unclean, both within and without. Ancient wisdom teaches that true well-being is a harmonious blend of physical vitality and spiritual clarity, and garlic has long been celebrated as a sacred agent capable of nurturing both. In the annals of history, this humble bulb was not simply a flavoring agent, but a divine elixir, an emblem that bridged the tangible and the transcendent. For centuries, healers and herbalists extolled garlic for its remarkable ability to bolster the body's defenses. Recognized as a natural tonic, garlic was revered for its power to ward off ailments, boost vitality, and even slow the ravages of time. Ancient practitioners discovered that consuming garlic could stimulate the immune system, acting as a shield against infections and restoring balance to a weary body. In a world where the boundaries between health and sickness were often seen as manifestations of spiritual forces, garlic became a trusted remedy. Its pungent flavor a daily reminder that caring for the body was in itself an act of divine reverence. Yet garlic's benefits reached far beyond the realm of the physical. In the sacred rituals of old, it was common to see garlic intertwined with prayers and meditative practices. Devotees believed that every clove carried a spark of the divine, capable of cleansing the soul of negativity and infusing the spirit with luminous energy. In the quiet moments of self-reflection, the act of consuming garlic was seen as a ritual of renewal, a tangible expression of gratitude for the life force that animates every being. Just as the body required nourishment to fend off physical decay, so too did the spirit need sustenance to fend off the encroaching shadows of doubt and despair. In an era where spiritual nourishment was considered the cornerstone of a balanced life, garlic's dual benefits were viewed as a divine merger of the corporeal and the ethereal. Its robust flavor served as a sensory affirmation of life's vibrancy, a call to honor the temple of the soul by embracing the gifts of nature. This sacred herb was a constant reminder that the pursuit of health was not merely a matter of physical survival, but a holistic practice that intertwined the care of one's body with the cultivation of inner light. Ancient texts and oral traditions alike portrayed garlic as a symbol of resilience, a living testament to the belief that the material and the spiritual are inexorably connected. In daily life, the ritual of incorporating garlic went far beyond culinary delight. Families would gather to prepare meals that included garlic as a central ingredient, each meal imbued with the intention of fortifying both body and spirit. Healers often prescribed garlic in mixtures with other potent herbs, creating elixirs that were consumed with reverence. In these acts, every bite was not just nourishment but an invocation, a prayer to the divine that the body may remain strong and the spirit ever vigilant. The very act of consuming garlic was imbued with symbolism, a living ritual that celebrated the sacred duty of maintaining a healthy, balanced self. Thus, garlic stands as an enduring emblem of the ancients' profound understanding that the health of the body is inseparable from the health of the soul. Its dual benefits, physical and spiritual, serve as a timeless reminder that every act of self-care is, at its core, an act of spiritual devotion. In nurturing our bodies with the healing properties of garlic, we honor not only our physical form but also the divine spark within, recognizing that true well-being emerges from the harmonious interplay of the earthbound and the eternal. Across the sacred tapestry of biblical narratives, every element of nature is imbued with hidden meanings, inviting the reader to perceive divine truths beneath the surface. Garlic, with its layered structure and unmistakable aroma, emerges as one such subtle yet potent symbol, a quiet testament to the enduring interplay between the physical and the spiritual. Within the ancient texts, natural symbols were employed to illustrate virtues and trials of the human spirit. Garlic is no exception. Its qualities are often likened to the steadfast faith of those who guard their hearts against corruption. Much like a solitary candle whose light pierces the gloom, garlic's allegorical presence stands as an unyielding beacon, an emblem of purity that dispels the encroaching shadows of sin and despair. One vivid parallel drawn in the scriptures compares garlic to the manna that once sustained the Israelites in the desert. Just as manna was divinely provided to nourish and fortify wandering souls, garlic is portrayed as a sustainer of spiritual health, a daily reminder that as the body requires physical sustenance, the spirit must also be fed with divine protection and wisdom. The very structure of garlic, with its many layers, mirrors the multifaceted nature of the human soul. Each peel, carefully removed, symbolizes the journey of self-discovery and the gradual unveiling of deeper truths. In the biblical context, this process of peeling away the superficial reflects the spiritual discipline of purifying one's inner life. As believers peel back these layers, they reveal a heart that is more aligned with the divine, fortified against the subtle incursions of worldly corruption. Beyond nourishment, garlic is also cast as a guardian in biblical allegory. In times when the faithful faced the relentless advance of dark energies, the herb was seen as a natural bulwark, a barrier against the creeping tendrils of sin. This imagery is powerfully evocative. Garlic stands as a symbol of divine protection, an aromatic shield that preserves sanctity in the midst of spiritual warfare. Its presence reassures believers that divine grace often manifests in the most unassuming forms, safeguarding the sanctity of the soul with quiet, yet formidable strength. These symbolic references invite a deeper reflection on the relationship between the everyday and the sacred. Garlic challenges its observers to look beyond its ordinary guise and recognize the extraordinary truths it represents. Each clove becomes a metaphor for resilience and purity, urging the faithful to guard their inner sanctum as vigilantly as one would a sacred altar. In this light, garlic is not merely a culinary ingredient, but a divine signpost, a call to embrace the hidden layers of wisdom that connect the mortal with the eternal. Ultimately, the scriptural and symbolic references to garlic serve as a timeless reminder that divine protection and nourishment often come in unexpected forms. Amid the vast array of biblical symbols, garlic stands out for its dual role as both sustainer and guardian, a light amid darkness and a barrier against corruption. Through its quiet presence in the sacred narratives, it continues to inspire believers to seek purity and to recognize that the journey toward spiritual wholeness is paved with the simplest yet most profound gifts from the Creator. Across the ages, garlic has woven itself into the cultural and religious fabric of societies around the world, transcending the confines of any single tradition to become a universal emblem of protection and spiritual fortification. In the shadowed corridors of medieval Europe, garlic was more than a kitchen staple. It was a guardian against unseen terrors. During times of plague and widespread disease, garlic was hung over doorways, draped around windows, and even woven into garlands as a bulwark against misfortune. The pungent aroma was believed to repel not only physical contagion, but also the malevolent spirits thought to be the harbingers of evil and decay. In this turbulent era, garlic's presence was a tangible act of faith, a ritualized means to create a safe haven where divine protection could flourish. Moving eastward, the cultural significance of garlic deepened within Eastern spiritual practices. In many Eastern traditions, garlic was revered for its potent cleansing properties. It was seen as an agent that harmonized the energy of living spaces, clearing the air of negative influences and promoting a balanced sacred atmosphere. Temples, shrines, and even humble abodes were often infused with the essence of garlic during ceremonial cleansings, a practice believed to invite auspicious energies and strengthen the connection to the divine. This reverence for garlic as a cleanser of both physical and metaphysical impurities reflects a broader Eastern philosophy that views the natural world as a conduit for spiritual healing. Across continents and centuries, garlic's reputation as a potent protector has been immortalized in the rich tapestries of folklore and myth. In many cultures, stories of garlic's power have been passed down through generations as a subtle reminder of the ancient wisdom that once ruled the world. In some Eastern European traditions, for example, garlic was famously used to ward off vampires, creatures of darkness that threatened the harmony of the living. These tales, though shrouded in myth, reveal a deep-seated belief in garlic's ability to purify and protect, making it an enduring symbol of resilience in the face of adversity. What is particularly remarkable is how garlic, in its simplicity, has managed to speak a common language of protection and purification across diverse cultures. Whether adorning the thresholds of medieval European homes or sanctifying sacred spaces in Eastern temples, garlic embodies a shared human quest for spiritual security. Its use in prayer, ritual, and everyday life has created a bridge between different traditions, uniting disparate peoples in the belief that nature itself provides the tools for defending the soul against darkness. Today, the legacy of garlic continues to resonate. Modern practitioners of holistic health and spirituality often incorporate garlic into their rituals, drawing on its ancient symbolism to fortify both body and spirit. In contemporary art, literature, and even culinary practices, garlic's enduring reputation as a protector of well-being is celebrated as a reminder of our shared heritage, a call to remember that the wisdom of our ancestors still holds relevance in the modern world. In essence, garlic's cultural and religious significance is a testament to its power to transcend time and geography. It stands as a vibrant thread in the tapestry of human history, a symbol of the eternal quest for balance, protection, and a deeper connection to the divine. In today's rapidly evolving world, where digital technology and modernity often seem to overshadow ancient practices, a subtle yet powerful revival of garlic's spiritual significance is taking root within contemporary Christian communities. This resurgence is not a nostalgic longing for the past, but a deliberate reconnection with a rich heritage that recognizes nature as a vessel of divine expression. Modern believers are increasingly seeking ways to integrate natural elements into their spiritual lives. And garlic, long celebrated in biblical and traditional lore as a symbol of protection and purification, has re-emerged as a potent emblem of faith. This renewed interest reflects a broader trend, the desire to experience the tangible presence of the divine through the natural world. For many, incorporating garlic into rituals is a way to feel grounded in the ancient wisdom that once animated the sacred practices of early communities. In several contemporary Christian congregations, garlic is now thoughtfully incorporated into various aspects of worship and ritual. For instance, near the altar or within prayer spaces, small bunches or individual cloves are arranged as a symbolic barrier, echoing the ancient practice of using garlic to ward off negative energies. This act serves as a reminder that divine protection is always at hand, transforming the physical space into one charged with sacred intent. Garlic also finds its place in ceremonial anointings, where its juice may be blended with oils used during rites of blessing or healing. Such anointings are imbued with layered symbolism, just as the act of anointing sanctifies and sets apart a person or object for divine purpose. The inclusion of garlic underscores a commitment to purity and spiritual fortification. The pungent aroma released during these rituals acts as a sensory cue, evoking memories of ancestral practices and the timeless struggle between light and darkness. Beyond the sanctuary walls, garlic is increasingly fashioned into small tokens and amulets, worn by individuals as tangible reminders of their faith. These tokens serve as personal shields against the challenges of everyday life, connecting the wearer to a lineage of believers who have long trusted in the protective power of the natural world. In an era where personal spirituality often intermingles with cultural identity, these modern symbols resonate deeply, offering comfort and a sense of continuity with the past. The modern application of garlic in Christian rituals is accompanied by thoughtful theological reflection. Scholars and spiritual leaders are re-examining biblical texts and historical practices, interpreting them through the lens of contemporary spirituality. In this context, garlic is not merely an herb, but a bridge between the physical and the spiritual, a reminder that the Creator's design imbues even the simplest elements of nature with profound significance. This renewed focus on garlic also challenges modern believers to re-engage with the natural world as a source of divine insight. By incorporating garlic into ritual practice, communities affirm that caring for one's body and spirit is not only compatible with modern life, but is, in fact, a vital aspect of holistic worship. The use of garlic thus becomes a ritual act of reclaiming a more intimate, tactile connection to God, a call to see the sacred in the everyday. The modern revival of garlic's role in Christian rituals is a vibrant testament to the enduring nature of sacred tradition. It illustrates how ancient symbols can be reinterpreted and revitalized to address contemporary spiritual needs. As believers navigate a complex, ever-changing world, the humble clove of garlic stands as a beacon of resilience and protection, a small yet powerful reminder that the divine often manifests in the most unassuming forms. In embracing garlic as a spiritual ally, modern Christian communities are not only preserving an age-old practice, but also forging a deeper, more dynamic relationship with the natural world and the divine. This living tradition continues to inspire a holistic approach to faith, where every element of creation is acknowledged as a part of the sacred tapestry that connects humanity to its eternal source. For those yearning to weave this ancient wisdom into the fabric of daily existence, practical guidance is offered in gestures both simple and profound. This is not merely an exercise in ritual, but a heartfelt journey that bridges the sacred with the everyday, inviting one to nurture both body and spirit. Begin each day by setting aside a few quiet moments before the bustle unfolds. In this stillness, take a single clove of garlic, a humble yet powerful symbol of divine protection, and hold it gently in your hand. As you close your eyes, let the pungent aroma fill your senses. In that moment, consider the garlic as a tangible reminder that every breath you take is imbued with divine grace and protection. Visualize this aromatic essence acting as a guardian, enveloping you in a cocoon of light and spiritual fortification. Life's challenges can sometimes shake our inner foundation. When doubt or despair surfaces, engage in a simple meditative ritual to reconnect with the ancient power that sustains you. Take another clove of garlic, and as you softly massage it between your palms, offer a prayer of thanks or a quiet affirmation. This act is not merely physical, it is a symbolic transfer of energy, an invocation that both your body and spirit are shielded by an enduring, ancient power. Let the sensation of the garlic's texture remind you of the layers of protection and wisdom passed down through the ages, fortifying you against life's adversities. These practices need not be confined to solitary moments of prayer. They can be seamlessly integrated into your daily routine. Place a small bundle of garlic near your workspace or in your home altar as a constant silent sentinel against negativity, a recurring symbol of the connection between the natural and the divine. Over time, this practice can evolve into a personal language of symbols, each clove and every aroma carrying a message of hope, renewal, and sacred strength. The act of holding garlic is deeply symbolic, inviting you to recognize the multiple facets within yourself waiting to be uncovered. Just as you peel away each layer to reveal the pure, vibrant core, the ritual of garlic reminds you to shed the layers of fear and doubt, allowing your true self to shine forth. Every encounter with garlic becomes an opportunity to reflect on the timeless interplay between the physical and the spiritual, affirming that caring for the body is an act of reverence and spiritual devotion. Embracing these daily practices nurtures a holistic approach to well-being. By integrating the simple ritual of garlic into your routine, you cultivate a consistent connection to the divine, a bond that transcends the mundane and anchors you in a deeper, more meaningful reality. This daily act of mindfulness transforms ordinary moments into sacred pauses, reinforcing the idea that divine protection is always at hand, even in the smallest details of everyday life. In essence, this practical guidance is an invitation to live with intention. Whether at the break of dawn or amid life's trials, each ritual involving garlic stands as a silent yet powerful testament to our constant safeguarding by ancient spiritual power. By embracing these practices, you honor a timeless tradition and affirm your own journey toward holistic health, body, mind, and soul, intertwined in a harmonious dance with the divine. Throughout the centuries, countless testimonies and historical anecdotes have borne witness to the miraculous power of garlic, elevating it from a simple culinary ingredient to a revered talisman of healing and divine protection. Ancient texts and oral traditions speak of moments when life and death hung in a delicate balance, and in those critical junctures, garlic emerged as a silent guardian, its potent aroma and inherent vitality a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. One of the most evocative of these stories comes from ancient scrolls that recount the journey of a solitary pilgrim during a devastating plague. In an era when disease ravaged communities and despair permeated the air, this pilgrim set forth on a perilous journey, armed with little more than unwavering faith and a modest pouch containing a few cloves of garlic. As he traversed desolate landscapes and abandoned villages, a deadly fever took hold of his body. The fever, a harbinger of the unseen malevolent forces that gripped the land, threatened to consume him entirely. Yet, in the midst of his suffering, the pilgrim clutched the garlic close, allowing its robust scent to mingle with his prayers, a silent appeal to the divine for mercy and healing. Miraculously, as the days passed and the fever raged, the pilgrim found solace in the ritual of inhaling the pungent aroma and gently massaging the garlic into his skin. His body, seemingly fortified by this ancient remedy, began to resist the debilitating fever. The ancient scrolls describe how, as dawn broke one fateful morning, the darkness of the illness receded, leaving behind a man transformed, not only physically healed but spiritually invigorated. His recovery was seen as a divine testament to garlic's dual power, its ability to mend the frailties of the human body and to uplift the soul against the encroaching forces of despair. This extraordinary account, passed down through generations, has reinforced the belief that garlic is far more than a spice. It is a sacred emissary of divine protection. Similar narratives from various eras, whether in medieval chronicles where garlic was hung over doorways to stave off pestilence and misfortune, or in whispered folklore, where its presence was credited with repelling dark spirits, further attest to its enduring reputation. Each story, imbued with symbolic richness, speaks to a time when nature's simplest gifts were recognized as conduits of the divine, bridging the realms of physical healing and spiritual fortification. In every recounting, the recurring motif is clear. Garlic has long served as a guardian in times of crisis. Its legacy, etched in the annals of history, continues to inspire modern seekers of faith and well-being. As these testimonies remind us, the power to heal and protect often lies hidden in the most unassuming of forms, a timeless reminder that the sacred can be found even in the humble clove of garlic. In the final analysis, the story of garlic is more than an account of botanical virtue. It is a clarion call to remember and reclaim the ancient wisdom passed down by our ancestors. This humble herb, with its many layers and potent essence, beckons us to look beyond modern distractions and reconnect with the deep, soulful truths of the past. At its core, the call to embrace ancient wisdom is an invitation to rediscover a time when every element of nature was seen as a sacred gift, a reflection of the divine. Our forebears observed the natural world with reverence, discerning in every leaf and clove an echo of a higher power. Garlic for them was not merely a spice to enhance flavor, it was a living symbol of protection, healing, and spiritual fortitude. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, with its relentless pace and constant digital hum, this ancient perspective offers a pause, a moment to reawaken a connection with a more intuitive, holistic way of being. Much like the many layers of a garlic clove, our own souls are intricate and multifaceted. Each layer represents a facet of our identity, accumulated experiences, and inherent resilience. The process of peeling back these layers is symbolic of our journey towards self-discovery and spiritual purification. It is a reminder that beneath the surface of our everyday existence lies a core of strength, wisdom, and sanctity, waiting to be revealed. Embracing this metaphor can inspire us to look inward, to cleanse our inner selves of the clutter and negativity that modern life often imposes, and to nurture the deeper divine spark within us. In ancient times, rituals involving garlic were a means to physically manifest the presence of the divine. Today, as we face an increasingly complex world, there is an opportunity to revive these practices, not as superstitious relics, but as powerful intentional acts of reconnecting with our spiritual heritage. Imagine starting your day with a moment of quiet reflection, holding a clove of garlic in your hand as a symbol of the divine protection that has safeguarded countless generations. Such rituals remind us that our connection to the sacred is not lost, but merely obscured by the noise of modernity. The ancient wisdom of garlic lies in its dual nature. It nurtures the body while fortifying the spirit. By embracing this legacy, we honor the belief that physical health and spiritual well-being are deeply intertwined. In a world that often separates the material from the mystical, the story of garlic urges us to see these aspects as one. Caring for our bodies becomes an act of spiritual devotion, and tending to our inner life enriches our physical vitality. This harmonious union encourages a balanced lifestyle, where self-care is not only a means of survival, but a sacred practice that uplifts every facet of our being. The enduring legacy of garlic as a symbol of divine protection and holistic wellness is a testament to the resilience of ancient wisdom. As modern seekers of truth, we are invited to reawaken these practices, integrating them into our daily lives as tangible reminders of our intrinsic connection to the divine. Whether through ritual, meditation, or simple acts of mindfulness, embracing the hidden biblical truth of garlic's spiritual power can serve as a bridge between the ancient and the contemporary. It is a call to honor the past not by clinging to outdated traditions, but by allowing the timeless wisdom of our ancestors to illuminate our path forward. In embracing this ancient wisdom, we preserve a rich heritage and empower ourselves to live more balanced, intentional lives. The humble garlic, with its secret layers of strength and resilience, stands as a living reminder that true well-being is achieved through the harmonious union of body, mind, and spirit, a sacred journey that continues to inspire and protect us in every age. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening exploration of garlic's hidden spiritual power. I hope this journey has sparked your curiosity and inspired you to reconnect with the ancient wisdom woven into our everyday lives. If this journey has inspired you, please take a moment to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more captivating insights into the sacred and the mysterious. Also, share this video with fellow seekers drawn to these timeless truths. Your support is invaluable in helping us continue to bring these ancient stories to light. Until our next journey, stay inspired, stay connected, and keep seeking the divine in every moment.